Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Dear students, I hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also well. Welcome to our online platform of NIVS Home School. Here I am Muhammad Farooq Hussain, Assistant English Teacher of National Ideal University School. Now I am going to conduct an English class for the students of class 8, and our today's topic is changing voice, and today we will discuss about imperative sentence. And in the previous class you know that we talked about assertive sentence, then interrogative sentence, and today we will discuss about imperative sentence. You know that imperative sentence always have some actions. That means you may order someone, you may request someone, you may advise someone. And another one thing of imperative sentence is that sometimes the person you are talking or you are giving advice or you are giving some orders, they may be absent. So be alert. And another one thing of this sentence is that sometimes this sentences begins with verb. Okay, so let's come to the board. In the board I have written 4 examples of imperative sentence. So the first example is do the work. Do the work. If you find any imperative sentence begins with any verb, you know that do is a verb. Okay, so if you find such kind of sentence that begins with any verb and at the time of doing its passive form, it's passive, we have to bring additional let. Okay, let, then the object what? The verb. Let the verb. Then what I told you, if you find verb at the beginning of imperative sentence, you must bring let for this verb. Okay, so let, then object of the sentence, the verb was object. Then you have to bring additional be. Okay, as be verb. Let the work be, then the past participle form of the verb. Then do the work. What was its verb? Do. Then do's past participle form is do, did, done. Be, do, done. Dear students, now you may arise a question as why you have used be. You know that in passive form we need to use any auxiliary verb, and after the auxiliary verb we need to write the past participle form of the verb. And if we don't use the auxiliary verb, after that we can't use that past participle form. So we have to use this be. Okay, and if you find any negative sentence in imperative form, that means do not shut the door. Do not shut the door. Okay, its passive form would be passive form do not. Do not. In the previous sentence you see that for this do we bring let, and for this do not we will bring what? Let not. Let not. After writing let not we will write the object. Okay, let not the door. Then after that what we written in the previous class? Be verb. Let not the door. Then in this sentence what we can find? Be verb. Let not the door be. Then what is the past participle form of shut? Let not the door be. Shut's participle form is shut. Okay, dear students, what I told, if you find any negative sentence in imperative form, one that time we have to use let not. Okay, let not. After that we have to use the object, then rules be, this be verb, then the past participle form of the sentence. Okay, very easy. Now if you find any sentence begins with let, that means let me do the work. Okay, so if you find such kind of sentence, then what we have to do? Its passive form, let would be written as the same. So let, then the similar way after writing let we have to write the object, then let the work. What I have written here, after getting let we must write let as it is, then after writing let, like this rule and this rule, we have to write the object, let the work. Then what we written in the previous sentence, be, then let the work be. Then what is the main verb, do, do's, what is the past participle form of this verb do? Let the work be, do, did, done. Let the work be done. Then in this sentence you may see that there is another object also. Okay, this sentence contains two objects, let me and the work. Although we used the work before, so now we have to use me. Then let the work be done, then rules by, me's objective form is me. Okay dear students, let the work be done by me. I am elaborating it again, let me do the work. That means if you find any imperative sentence begins with let, at the time of converting it into passive form, first of all you have to write let as it is. Then after writing let you have to write the object. What kind of object? This is the object, not personal object. Okay, then so me is personal object and the work is impersonal object. So after writing let we have to write impersonal object. Impersonal object was the work, let the work. Then like these two rules, be, then the main verbs past participle form be, then rules by. You know that in passive form most of the cases we have to use by, then the object of the objective form of the object, then it was object. So me, I, me, my, mine. So I's objective form is me, so me is objective form, so me is used here. Okay dear students, now another example of imperative sentence, that means if you find any never at the beginning of imperative sentence, then what we have to do? If you find any imperative sentence begins with never, so what we have to do? At the same rules we have to use let first, let then never. Okay, if you find any imperative sentence begins with never, we have to write let plus never at the beginning. That means let never. Then what was the object? Let never a lie. Dear students, what I have written? Let never a lie. Two things I have written. Let never, I wrote let never for what? For never. Okay, then you know that after getting never you must write let never. After writing this you have to write the object. What was the object? A lie. That means let never a lie. Let never a lie. After that we have to write the rules be. That means in imperative sentence most of the cases we need to write this be. Okay, this be, this be, this be, this be. So in most of the cases of imperative sentence we need to write be verb before the past participle form of the main verb. And I told you that to convert any active sentence into passive form we need to write the past participle form of the main verb, and we can't write the past participle form of the main verb without writing the auxiliary verb before it. So we have to always use this be in imperative sentence. Okay, this is the fact. Then what I will have to write, let never a lie be. Then what was its main verb? Never tell a lie. What was its main verb? Tell. Tell's past participle form is told. So dear students, the answer would be let never a lie be told. Dear students, these sentences are quite complicated, but if you listen to the lecture again and again and practice it at home, I hope it will be much easier for you. So practice it more and more. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.